Hello everybody, this is Ed from Content Revenge, and in this video I'm going to go over installing WordPress in a different language. Now, WordPress by default is in English, and you'll notice there's a lot of little things built in that will show up in English even if you post all of your content in a foreign language. The read more, for instance, or if you go into a post and you see the leave a reply. These are all things built into WordPress that are going to default back to English. So what we're going to do is, I usually use Google Chrome for this, but we're going to go over to the install WordPress in your language. And for this example, we're going to head down and we're going to find Spanish. And we're going to go to the WordPress Spanish site. Now, one of the reasons I use Google Chrome is because there's the automatic translate button, so you can see what you're doing without having to know that language. So I'm just going to download WordPress in this language. And one of the other things while we're waiting for that to download is you can see you can also just download the language packs. But what I found is that these seem to be different for every different language, so it's hard to shoot a training video for. So what we're going to do is install the whole site in Spanish and then come back and translate the admin panel back to English so that we can work in the back end without too much trouble. So now I'm just going to go over to cPanel, and I've already created my database and database user, so I'm just going to go directly into File Manager. And what we're going to do is go into this demo folder, because that's where I'm going to install my my Spanish install of WordPress. So I'll just click Upload, Browse, and I'll pick my Spanish version of WordPress and let that upload. Should just take a minute, and we're just about done there now. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my demo folder. I'm going to click on the zip file that we just uploaded and click Extract. Once this is done, hit Close, and if we reload, we'll see I have two folders here. We're going to go into this WordPress folder. We've got to move these files back up one level. Just go Move File. And I'm going to move them to the demo folder because that's where I want the root of my WordPress install to be. So we'll just move those, and then we'll click up one level. And then I can delete the zip file and this WordPress folder. Now that we're done with this, I'm going to switch over to my Google Chrome browser. And we're going to go into the /demo folder where we put our install. And I'm using Chrome because we can get this automatic translate feature. So I'm going to set always translate Spanish for now so we don't have to keep doing it. So I'm going to create my configuration file, and we're going to put in our name of the database and for the user. Password will just be demo, and we're going to hit send. Start the installation, and we'll just put in Apartamentos. Leave admin as the username. Actually, I'll change that to Sarah. And the password we're just going to set to something real simple. And let's install WordPress. Now that we're all set, we can go ahead and log in. The username here is going to be Sarah because that's what I put in. And our password. So now you'll see, if we show the original, the entire back end of WordPress is in Spanish. If we refresh this, oh, it actually failed there. No problem. Basically, you can translate this into Spanish and it'll let you see everything in English, but we're just going to go to the plugins anyways, and we're going to add new plugin. Now this plugin is just called Admin in English. There are other ones to do this, but this is an easy one. And I'm just going to install that. And as soon as I install and activate the plugin, the entire WP admin is back in English. So we don't need to use Chrome and we don't need to use the translate feature. So now we're all set, and if you go and look at the site, everything will be in Spanish. Google Chrome already translated it back to me. So we want to look at this as the original, and so you'll see the search comes up as Buscar instead of search. You'll see all of the widgets are showing up in Spanish. All of the category information is in Spanish, and we're ready to go. You can go and install Content Revenge Global and post all of your stuff, and everything will be entirely in Spanish, and it'll look a lot cleaner this way. Thanks for stopping by. Check out the next video on how to use Content Revenge Global.